Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hairy Muppet. Welcome to another Daily Masters cast. We do have a PvT for you this morning, and I think the last game may have actually been a PvT. So there we go. I thought SuperNova was Zerg, and I'm like, alright, let's do a Zerg game. It turns out SuperNova's PvT. Whatever. It's going to be awesome anyway, so let's get into it. SuperNova, up the top left side, is going to be a Terran player. And first is going to be a Protoss player, of course. He is our blue Protoss player. And you might be saying, Hairy Muppet, you're a freaking idiot. How can you not know that SuperNova is Zerg? It says it right there on the replay. Well, in my defense, some of the replays, if they come from like South Korea and stuff like that, it's not in English. It's you expect Zerg and Protoss, and it's not in English. So it's hard to tell. And I'll be completely honest, I was too lazy to look it up on Wikipedia to say what race SuperNova was. I just had a good feeling he was Zerg, and yeah, it completely backfired on me. But of course, PvT is still going to be awesome, and I definitely have a Zerg game coming up next. I think I'll just have a double check what it is, but I have a feeling it's actually Jaedong versus somebody else, and of course, Jaedong is going to be freaking awesome. Let me just check my replay folder. What is it? Yeah, it is Jaedong. So that's going to be awesome. And yeah, so if you've been waiting for a Zerg, then yeah, there's going to be one coming up very, very next day, like as in tomorrow. So yeah, going to be freaking awesome. We do have a fast expansion coming down for SuperNova. Yes, for SuperNova. And that's going to be pretty awesome, but he obviously feels like he can hold it off, getting in barracks as well. We actually have been seeing quite a lot of Command Center before barracks builds from Terran players in the last couple of days. So very, very interesting. This probe's starting to get a little bit cheeky, but he's being very, very cheeky in there. I mean, you could surround that probe so easily. And the only way he could get out is by doing the mineral trick, which I don't know if he would have enough time, because he would die in like a second and a half. But he's keeping himself alive, keeping his shields recharged, keeping the scout on. That is really, really great. And meanwhile, First has been getting his own base. Not going to be quite as fast, but of course, SuperNova still has to get the orbital on there to make full use of it. So yeah, that should be fine. And not really much else going on this early in the game. Of course, the last few, we can actually talk about the last couple of Daily Masters, which have featured a lot of PvTs. We've seen some very interesting plays from the Terran player, actually from the Protoss player last game. I think it was Rain, who is also in the WCS Season 2 final tournament with First, which is actually why I wanted to cast this game, because First definitely was a very, very awesome player in the WCS Season 2 final. I think you've seen his games in the quarterfinals so far, so you probably know what happened. But yes, very, very awesome. And yeah, I wanted to cast a few more games from him, and definitely playing up against a Terran player like SuperNova, who I make it sound like SuperNova is awesome, but in reality I haven't actually cast any games from him ever, I don't think. Oh, this is pretty awesome. Look at the water stuff going on. Sort of water effects. This should sort of have splashing based on his legs, which are all over the place, but it's just splashing on the middle, which is fine, you know. It's not perfect, but this poor little lost SCV. Yeah, so that Stalker definitely took him. I thought maybe there was a gap there. No, not quite a gap. Yes, very unfortunate. But look at this, man. They got bases all over the place, and I do believe this is the only way to get through into this base. So as long as his rocks stay up, you've got not only a closet second, a closet third. So this is a very interesting map, actually. We should probably have a look at this map. There's a gap right in the middle. Oh, I think you can actually collapse this rock arch to completely block that off, so that would be pretty awesome. And yeah, we definitely need to look at this. I should have been looking at this map when I was talking about other crap, but anyway, quite a lot of Marines there, and First actually in a bit of trouble there. His Stalker's not really holding up that well. I mean, Sentry going to be trying to do something here, and the Marines are getting it knocked out slowly but surely. There's only 3 left, and First has definitely held this off, but a couple of probes are going down. There's 1 probe, 2 probes, 3 probes. We do have the latest version of the replay, so we can see how much is lost. And yeah, 8 probes actually going down there. The mothership core going nuts. Starting to kill a few workers as well. And some marines are going to have to scare this guy up. There we go, another SCV goes down. And the mothership core looks like it is going to be okay, but only just. Another couple of seconds of firing and that thing would have died. But so far in terms of marine workers killed, SuperNova definitely in the lead. As in, he's actually done a better job killing the enemy. But he did lose quite a few marines to do it. I mean, he killed 1 stalker and lost 7 marines. So if it wasn't for all those workers dying, that would have been a horrible exchange. But he did make it work. We got another stalker coming along. And we can almost certainly expect these rocks to go down sometime in this game. Unless it gets finished in the next few minutes. First, we'll definitely want to take these rocks out. And want to be hitting this base from both sides. I don't know if SuperNova is crazy enough to go for a base over here. He'll probably go for a base over here first. Because it's so much closer to the main. This is very, very far away from the expansion. So, trying to defend that. And trying to defend that at the same time. I do not know if he can make it happen. 4th base almost certainly will go here though. Because the only other options are over here. Which is crazy. And here, which is crazy. It's not super crazy, but it requires a lot of middle map control. So this base is probably a bit easier to defend than this or this one. But that's assuming we get to the mid to late game, and I'm not sure we are going to. I don't know, maybe we are. You guys can probably tell better than me because you can see the video duration. I've already forgotten how long this game is supposed to be going for. But there we go, observers. Look at this beautiful pylon placement, and of course. He doesn't actually know it's there. Were there rocks there? There were rocks there. What the freaking hell? Oh no, there's actually, you can kill these and then it collapses them. So I don't know why he collapsed them in the first place, but he decided he didn't want that rock pile. There's actually thorns coming out of the rock pile? That is, I did not know the plants work that way. It's very, very interesting. Thorns coming out of this rock pile as well. You collapse the rocks, but the thorns keep on going, so... Yeah, thorns that are tougher than rocks, not something you see every day. Got a nice medevac drop, but the probe is going to see that. And yeah, first is going to be able to move his units across to knock this out straight away, but he does have to be worried about the medevacs. They know they've been seen, so they're going to move off and try and curl around, maybe get in there. But first, very, very wisely, does have a few zealots there as well. He may actually be going for just a straight up middle attack. Look at this beautiful arch. The observer is going to see this guy coming in. Oh, that probe is going to die, so that's not good. And here we go, pushing in. Oh, almost stopped those guys from warping in, but not quite. This pilot may have kept a couple of them warping in anyway. And overcharging Nexus is going to be fine. He's just going to pull back. He's got the reinforcements coming in here, but they were not expecting a Colossus, I don't think. And yeah, First has managed to knock away both of these forces very, very soundly. So very, very great job. But of course, that's given SuperNova the chance to get a 3rd base down. He's building it right now, and the possibility of First getting a 3rd base is not going to be all that good. I don't think. He's going to be quite pinned up inside his base. Look at this beautiful drop. Just as these guys were moving out to chase these guys away, the drop comes in the back of his base. He's trying to warp in units. And they are keeping these guys sort of controlled. And there we go, the mothership core going to be overcharging this Nexus. Meanwhile, a drop coming around the side, coming in here, is going to get chased away by the main army. And the Nexus overcharged so good at destroying these guys. We even saw is that a feedback? Does he have High Templar somewhere? My god, am I missing all sorts of crap going on here? Yeah, there's the Templar archives over there. And he did feedback one of those medevacs. I'm pretty sure he did, so... I've been concentrating so much on the low play, but somehow First has managed to get the High Templars, and there's the Storm coming out, going for the armor before the weapons. Actually, he hasn't got any weapons. I feel like he should at least be getting level 1 weapons on the way, but he's just going for the armor soon. And there we go, the rock's going down. So he's going to be pushing in the side. Then this medevac going to be dropping down, knocking this Nexus away. I actually don't know about this because these rocks aren't destroyed, actually. The rocks aren't destroyed, so... Almost taking the base out, but getting scared away by that main army. Just leaving the Zealots behind to attack the rocks. And these rocks have a ton of health. Not really a ton, but, 1,000 health. it looks like a ton when you just got Zealots attacking it, because Zealots without any upgrades, man, they try so hard, but I don't know, man. It's like a kitten scratching at a pole right now. He's trying really, really hard, but nothing's happening. And yeah, there we go. There's the big guys are coming out there, the Immortals, and they're actually choosing. No, look at this. We got a cow and we've got a sheep. So is this on planet Earth or what? I do not know. But these guys trying so hard to kill the Nexus, it just doesn't work. It just does not work. And these two Marauders finally getting out of there. And the Marines just like, hey, you know, there's a Zealot warping down here. That's not good news. So SuperNova definitely will want to do something about this pylon at some point. I mean, he's got the economic advantage, I feel like. Yeah, 65 over 48. But so far, First has been going around and doing a lot of stuff and being relatively unmolested. So SuperNova is sort of given First map control, being content with just doing a couple of drops all over the place. But here is the pylon hit squad coming out, and they're getting a little bit of cold feet though. They don't want to go all the way over there. They're like, this is scary Protoss territory, so we don't really want to do it. Maybe waiting for some Vikings? Vikings would be very good actually, because he knows that the Protoss army has a Colossus. But the fact is, there's only actually one Colossus and the rest is all High Templar with Storms. So yeah, he's getting Ghosts out now. So SuperNova definitely knows what the play is right now. Getting Ghosts. He's actually getting Infernal Pre-Igniter, which is very, very interesting because he's only got one Hellbat and the rest is just Marine forces. So look at this Marine, man. That guy is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, what a storm by the High Templar. Just left it alone in the middle of nowhere. He's got to kill this pylon. But he really, really wants to take this base out. But so many High Templar are going to be there. His Ghosts are going to have to go to work. And getting an EMP down on those High Templar. What a beautiful move that was. And now he can start to push in. There's not a super large amount of High Templars. There was a group of 4, but he got a beautiful EMP. And this is when the Protoss player starts to get in a bit of trouble. Even landing the Vikings, a nice, very nice storm here, and that's going to start to turn it around. Beautiful storms. He was too pushed in. He was in there getting the damage done, but leaving himself way open to those storms. And First, even those two storms could not budge SuperNova. He did not want to get out of that position. He was in there, and a couple of beautiful storms on his army was not going to stop him. I don't know, a couple of storms maybe could have helped because the medevacs were all out of energy basically, but I think the base went down, and all those workers were going to die, and it was just like too late for First to win that game. So yeah, he did get out of there. Sorry, I'm still a little bit sleepy at the moment. I don't know why, but it's probably because I was out really late last night. Went down to TGI Fridays with some friends. Had a pretty great time down there. So, yes, SuperNova, great job pushing out. First is I don't not know, but I feel like maybe he was going for too much. I mean, going to sort of top heavy sort of stuff. Getting a ton of High Templars and that beautiful EMP on those 4 High Templar over here. Those High Templar could have changed the game if they got all of their storms off beautifully. They would have just ripped this army apart, and SuperNova would have had to back off at that point. So that was the play, but a beautiful EMP just changed all that stuff. So congratulations to SuperNova for a great EMP and a great win. And that is your Daily Masters for today. So stay tuned for another one tomorrow. That is how it works. You Daily Masters, there is one every single day. I don't know, maybe if I get hit by a bus or something, then you'll stop seeing Daily Masters. But disregarding any crazy sort of bus-related tragedies, Daily Masters are going to be every day. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching this game. This has been Hairy Muppet, and I hope you enjoyed it. So stay tuned tomorrow for another Daily Masters.